Hey y'all, happy Saturday. How's everybody doing today? Hey Love Blake. Hey Creole. Ooh, thank you, Creole Butterfly. Girl, you sure know what I need, child. You sure know what I need, because there's a lot of names on the roster today, child. Ooh, ooh. On my line, I'll be okay, Creole. Thank you. Hey Cosmic Girl. Hey True Black Cheetah. Hey Blossom. How y'all doing? Hey everybody, would you mind hitting the like button on your way in? I appreciate it. Child, we got some things to talk about today, honey. Folks, the content is contenting, okay? The content is contenting. So, honey, I had to get on and talk about it, okay? Because I done seen some things. Honey, the boys done poked their head out, honey, and they are taking up the slack per the not Jipped child, right, Corrine? Hey, Corrine. And so, and thank you, Corrine, for hitting the like button, right? So, like I said, honey, the boys have been showing out, right? Especially that old messy Queen over there, what I call him, Judas Wilson. The old messy Queen, child. So I had to come on and talk about it. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me, okay? I appreciate it. So we're gonna try to go per the title today, and thank you, Creole, again for putting that title in the chat. Right, what strike? Right, Beverly, what strike? Right. I was listening to KRN this morning, and he was talking about, how the content has been contenting since people were are supposedly on strike, and that is a good thing because other people are, other content creators, or other lesser known. I won't say smaller, because we're all small content creators over here, because YouTube that they have a sector, they have a section for things that are in their opinion politically correct, right? And so those are the channels that you see getting all the numbers, right? And then they have sectors like ours as well, because they get revenue from sections like ours as well, not just the black sector or the what used to be known as the thank you, Corinne, as the manosphere or old black sector, the sectors like the what do they call it, the Mo3 sector, and the trailer park sector and the trucking sector. They get revenues for those sectors, but you kind of have to find those sections. These sections like ours, aka ratchet sections like ours, because they pretty much promote the section of YouTube which is more, like I said, what they think in their mind politically correct, right? And so, anyway, none of us are really big content creators around here, right? And so, anyway, having said all of that, whatever, right? We down here, we love it down here, right? Like I thought it was funny when I heard, I was listening to Briine and ODS into it, right? Yesterday on YouTube Cameras Challenge, child. We got to talk about that, right? But I heard him say as long as he get a comma, in his as long as he get a comma in his ass and his check, he all right. I said to myself, and I thought that was funny, not because of what he said, but I thought to myself, I said, Self, you ain't seen a comment in your ass and his check since you left the entertainment sector. Bye bye. I was laughing at myself. See, for all of us, it ain't all about the numbers or even the revenue, right? Of course, you don't want to be don't want to volunteer, you know what I mean? Yeah, the trailer park sector, child. Yes, yes. Um, we don't want to volunteer, right? For because YouTube is a corporation, and our channels are a business, right? They are a small business, right? Because we get revenue from these businesses, right? So But anyway, everybody ain't got time to do what you got to do to get a comma in your over here to get a comma in your AdSense check, right? Because child. But anyway, move right along. I don't know how I got on that, but I thought that was funny as far as it pertains to me. You know what I mean? Y'all, please hit the like button. So, honey, let's talk about the tea. Like I said, it's per the beef sector. The beef sector has been sectoring, honey, especially when it comes to the boys. And it actually started before yesterday. It started the night before last, right? And so that's true. He's trended for all the wrong reasons. Challenge, we gonna talk about it. Well, let's start with Passa, right? So, well, no, we really can't start with that old Mr. Queen, aka Judas Wilson, right? We really kind of got to start. Let's get Briine and ODS out the way, right? So the night before last, from what I listened to YouTube Camera's video yesterday, and it was a really good video, right? So Briine and ODS had a kerfuffle over there, right? And so Briine also did a video this morning in which he was dragging ODS some more. Child, he said he looked like the it ain't funny, this ain't no shade. But he said he looked like the what was the bird name? The bird with the stop the be careful of wildfires bird. Whatever he said he looked like that bird with a red vest on. I said, oh my God. He said some other stuff. Because Briine didn't appreciate him, talking about his tallywhacker, right? He said he got an uncut tallywhacker and Hey Peaches M, and Briine didn't appreciate that, right? I said, bye bye. So he was over there. I said, hey Miss B, y'all please hit the like button, right? I said, but anyway, like I said, the night before last, it was Honest Rose video, right? And that's another reason why I want to start with Honest Rose video. So evidently, I was like I said, I was listening to YouTube cameras, right? So evidently, Uppity got over there talking about an old situation, some old tea about ODS, right? Hey, Samba Queen. Now I do remember this tea, okay? I remember when they said, when it was I think what is his name? Rico brought out that he had gotten a ride from Briine. I forget the situation that Rico was in. It was something about he was staying with somebody or something, and it was time for him to get out of there. So wherever it was, Briine came and picked him up, right? Just per Rico from what I can remember, right? Because that's not a lie. This is really OT. And a lot of new people may not have never heard the story, right? Y'all please hit the like button. But anyway, Rico said that ODS picked him up. I even think that, if I can remember, ODS admitted to picking him up or something like that. But anyway, Briine was telling the story. He got it confused a little bit, right? But from what I remember, from what I can recall, and this ain't no shade to nobody. I'm just recalling. It's just my commentary, and I'm just recalling the tea, right? And so, hey Asia, hey Miss T. And so, ODS, did I say Briine? I meant ODS. ODS picks up Rico, right? And, offers to take him to the bus station, I believe now, right? And so, Rico and him fell out for some reason, but Rico comes out and tells the people that ODS came and picked him up, and while he was driving him, to where bus station or wherever it was, right? He stopped and got him some Wendy's, child, got him something to eat or whatever. I believe it said Wendy's. I believe that. Now let me y'all correct me if I'm wrong. If y'all was around here for that tea, but anyway, in the process of all of that, ODS. Now I don't know how it got started, but Rico said that ODS, started, you know, oh, how can I put this? Started, uh, fellatio and his tallywhacker, right? And I remember Rico saying that, he felt funny, kind of uncomfortable because he was stinking. He wasn't smelling as good, as he would have wanted to smell, right? So that's what Rico said, and it was a big thing, about that, right? So Brian, but fast forward to Brian said he got upset, because evidently a lot of people send ODS tallywhacker pictures, right? And Brian said he sent him his tallywhacker picture, right, True Bad, right? Sent him his tallywhacker picture, and him and ODS and Brianna was talking about his tallywhacker, and his tallywhacker being not uncut or whatever, being uncut or whatever, right? Child. And then Brian said he put a little sauce on it, and you remember it, right? And Brian said he put a little sauce on it yesterday on YouTube cameras when he said that ODS, swallowed the goodness from Rico's tallywhacker. Okay, if I could put it that way, right? And so he was telling that story, but he said he was only responding to what Uppity had said. He said, Brock said the only thing he said was he remembered the story, right? And so when they got to, but evidently ODS didn't appreciate it, and him and Brian got into it. So over at YouTube cameras, him and Brian got into it. They tried to keep it civil or whatever. And then Brian, they had exchanged words back and forth because Brian didn't understand, why ODS got mad at him when he said he was defending ODS. And like I said, they had words back and forth, calling each other fat, all this and all that. And ODS said something about Brian's numbers. Brian didn't appreciate that, you know. And so but Brian said, we could talk about this like men. So they kept talking. I thought they came to some resolution because Brian said that he gave him a half apology. You know what I'm saying? And so that was very interesting. Like I said, this morning Brian did another video. He was talking about what happened over there with Dr. Passa, old Messy Kween, right? And he said he dragged ODS some more, right? And so I said, Lord have mercy, what is going on, child? Right? Deanna hits the link, and they start talking about some stuff that happened with Honest Roy and Shush Trish, right? Brian was talking about it, right? So also, we found out when it comes to the Honest Row and Shush Trish part, and per the title of my video, when I say Shush Trish done Jipped Honest Row, child, and even KRM was talking about it this morning. Honest Row, he was really wanting to go on this imaginary Belize trip, right? That Shush Trish had been advertising forever. First, now I don't know if she's still advertising the YouTube Tubi Awards that was supposed to happen in New York. See, Trish is a delusional con artist, right? And so everybody was taken aback. Y'all please hit the like button. Everybody was taken aback when it was told that Honest Road gave Shush Trish his social security number. I'm assuming his date of birth and all his personal info, right? Now, Shush Trish is a con artist. We know not only is it never gonna be no YouTube Tubi Awards in New York. Okay, yeah, really, pie. There's also not never gonna be no trip to Belize, right? So she got him over there. What do you call it? Crowdfunding for her and all of this and all that, and all of this is a lot. Now I don't know if Honest Road know that Shush Trish got a history of this type of manic behavior, right? Now they was over there trying to tell him. Do y'all remember when Shush Trish said that she owned a prison? She said she owned a prison, y'all. Okay? Now she get over there and then talk about something. She done had Honest Road sign an NDA and all of this. Honest Road, that NDA cannot hold up in court. Okay? But Honest Road, what you need to do is be be alerting, the Social Security office, whoever your banker is, the Better Business Bureau, and everybody else. You need to be alerting them to possible identity theft. Okay, why would you ever give somebody online your social security number and your personal identifying information. That is the marking of a con artist. Okay, you remember she said she owed the prison meow meow. Yeah, she delusional and she is something wrong with her. But I believe she also a con artist. Y'all remember when she had that campaign, the stop talking about the kids campaign or whatever. You know what I mean? And now, honest road, you ain't never heard the term. Now you in your 40s, right? And I thought, sometimes honest road, you be thinking he just putting on the front, but it's actually got to be something wrong with him to be 40 something years old and giving somebody online, Shush Trish in particular, of all people, his personal identifying information, right? So, honest road, if you hear this video, you need to be alerting these people of possible identity theft, right? That's what you need to do, right? It's honest. I mean, it seemed like he delayed Lexington, Lexington Falk or whatever, right? Because why would you do that? But honest roll, in case they ain't telling you, honey, you need to be, paying attention to if you start getting some kind of weird, like somebody taking your banking. If you got a bank, if they taking your monies, if they trying to take out loans in your name, or just identity theft overall, right? You need to alert the Social Security office of possible identity theft. That's what you need to do, right? Because your whole your what do you call it? Your score, your can be messed up. You could be, in possible jeopardy of going to jail, because of identity theft. Especially fooling with somebody like Sis Trish. She's clearly a con artist, right? She concoct all these schemes in her head, trying to get monies about stuff that ain't never gonna happen, But they say it's a fool born every day, right? And honestly, I don't mean no harm, but honey, I feel like you was that fool that was born yesterday. Okay, child, I don't understand. It's just, ooh, if a crime is committed, the NDA associated with it is not. It's not enforceable anyway, cause that's some old crap that Shush Trish. Anything concerning the law or NDAs or crowdfunding or trips or anything like that, Shush Trish, she a good talker, okay? Cause she a con artist, right? But she also got some mental issues, right? Now, honestly, I don't know what this woman done told you offline or wherever you done talk to her to get her to get her to get you to give her your identifying information, child. But honey, you are in danger. You are in danger of identity theft. Y'all, please hit the like button. Thank you guys for coming in. You are in danger, honest roll. In danger. Okay? Now, I realize that you think that's your friend, baby, but that's not your friend, okay? There never was going to be a trip to Belize. There never was going to be a Tubi Award in New York, okay? It must be on the spectrum or something. I have to agree with that. There never was going to be any of that, okay? Those are delusions of grandeur, okay, coming from Trish, all right? Like it, don't like it, it is what it is, right? Child. It don't make no sense. You don't never give nobody your identifying information like that. Do your people know you run around here doing stuff like that, honest road? Child. That don't make no sense. But anyway, moving right along. I just really had to get that out. And that's what I meant by Trish done gypped honest road. Right? She done conned you, honest road. That's what she done. Okay, you was a mark. Okay, that's all. You just a mark, baby. You just a mark. But like I said, you need to start trying to protect your information. Right? Child. Ooh, Lexington said none of my friends have ever asked for my social security number. And I know that's right, Lexington. Child, he making me look at him. The side eye, right? Meow. The full side eye, baby. Because that don't make no sense. Ooh, child. That's worse than jipping somebody for money. Jipping them out of your identity. That's worse than conning them out of money. She done conned him out of his identity. Child, roll. You could be in danger of going to jail. Okay. Mess up your credit score forever. You know, and ain't no telling what she can do in your name. Open bank accounts in your name, get credit cards in your name. If your credit is in good standing, just anything. Just mess up your whole world behind identity theft. You better be careful. You better start contacting them people. Hey, hypnotic touch. But that's a scary situation. And I hope y'all, if y'all talking to Briine, y'all let him know. And also, I'm not Briine, but Honest Road. Right. Sorry about that, y'all. And also, Briine, Briine done got so frustrated with that old messy Queen, Jay Wilson over there, that hey DC Kool-Aid, he don't even want his name associated with Honest Road anymore, right? Because let's talk about Jay Wilson now, right? So first of all, hey TT Speaks. I know that's right, TT, right? Child, I gotta go there today too, right? But I had to come on here and talk about this, right? So last night, Jay Wilson caused himself doing an interview with Tommy and Castro, right? Now, I really haven't been keeping up with Tommy and Castro's, relationship or whatever. But because people was talking about it, I had to do some backtracking, right? Hey, Miss Queen, do some backtracking, right? So now I saw over there where evidently it sounds like to me, and even from what I heard on the Jay Wilson's interview with Tommy, that there could be some kind of possible alleged, I'm gonna say it that way, domestic violence issues, right? And yeah, Tommy dragged the scalp off of Jay Wilson, right? He left Jay Wilson looking like this, y'all. Hold on a minute. How many of y'all remember this? Now, Jay Wilson, Judas, Judas. You remember when you was talking about my edges, Judas? What about this, Judas? Huh? Can y'all tell me who this is? Judas, why you over there talking about my edges, child? Okay, I'm not the only one that know how to put on a wig, a good little install, and get it together. But you have to shave your head bald, okay, Judas? Because you don't want to go around. You don't want nobody to see you like this, Judas. Over there, while you over there talking like you a dime, and you get out of your milkshake, get out of men's to the yard and stuff, right, Judas? Okay, is this before? What was that unit he had on, y'all? I wish I had a picture of the unit, right? But is this before? This got to be before Ernest. That was a name. Y'all remember Ernest? Okay. Now I don't know if this is before or after or doing Ernest. But Jay Wilson, next time you talk about my edges, you need to worry about the top of your head, honey. We all. This is why you shave your head bald. Okay. Right. Pastor Patches. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 You need to leave Hattie Mae alone, you demon. Okay, that's what you need to do. But anyway, y'all. While you over there trying to talk about somebody on the toilet, okay, over there lie roasting, okay, like you know what the hell, like you can see through the screen to see what I'm doing on my toilet in my house. Okay? All right. I can put me on a cute little wig, honey. All right, about my edges. All right, whether they thin or not. Okay, I still put them up, but you have to shave your head bald, honey. Okay, and your face as well, because you don't want to run around looking like this. Okay, all right. You need to put Ernest back on. That's what you need to do. Okay, over there looking like wilted fruit. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, y'all that came in, please hit the like button. Do I have 100 likes yet? Look at Chef. Please hit the like button. Mm-hmm. While you over there talking about something. And you better hope I can't find that picture of when you were, that time you took your shirt off online over there for the peoples. Okay? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sure. Miss Queenie said, I remember when he was spraying rice water on his head for hair growth. Child, ain't nothing going on. He got male pattern baldness. Okay? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Child, moving right along. I'm just saying, I had to, yeah. And so the next time you talk about my edges, Judas, okay, right, not rice water. The people gonna think about this, okay. Anyway, moving right along, child, moving right along. Let me get off of here. I just had to show y'all that exhibit, child, that exhibit. He always over there talking about somebody. Your milkshake don't bring nobody to the yard. That's why you like have to go on grinder, and you know everybody heard it going off because you like them young, don't you? That's why you always messing with these young folks about their business. Anyway, let's talk about it, right? So Tommy and Castro have been going through it online, right? Now, from my understanding, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but Tommy first was doing the video because he was into it with ZT. Now, I don't know. Now, I came in on the thing with him and ZT and Castro, right? So, evidently, right, Asia? So, evidently, Tommy, Castro has been incommunicado on the phone with ZT and that old Mexican Queen Jay Wilson over there, right? Now, Brian, I think was it Brian or KRN that reminded me, y'all, that one time the boys posed a couple of the boys. I know it was Passa Juicy, and I think it was I think it was a Rebel Son. But they were supposed to have this cabin trip, right? It was just the boys, and it was some other ones, right? It's been so long ago, right? And but Castro, they wanted Juicy, Pastor Juicy, wanted hey Fedora, you a mess, Fedora. They wanted Castro. Jay Wilson was wanting to sponsor Castro to go on this cabin getaway, right, with just the boys, right. So I don't know if the trip ever came to fruition, but anyway, Castro didn't go. But Jay Wilson wanted to sponsor Castro to go on this trip. Okay, you know why? Because we know that Jay Wilson, in case y'all didn't know, in my opinion, Jay Wilson be lusting after all these young boys. Okay, all of them, right? So per the interview, let me get this in before I forget about it. So Jay Wilson was doing the interview with Tommy, right? So the interview is over. We're gonna go back and talk about it. But Ness hits the link, right? Ness hits the link. He done got agitated up there because Tommy then shaded him by saying Sean Bradley's name. And honey, when Tommy said Sean Bradley's name, said Sean Bradley might be his cousin, Jay Wilson clicked him off immediately. Honey, the interview was ended. It was concluded because he said Sean Bradley's name. I said, Lord, if he ain't been touched by Sean Bradley, ooh, and I mean touched in his spirit. Okay, he can't stand Sean Bradley, evidently, right? So anyway, next hits the link. She said she come home from work and all this and all that, right? So she up there talking. She say she don't really know what's going on. And then she say something like, Jay Wilson, you didn't come out till you was like 49 or something like that, right? Chad, what she say that for? He did not appreciate that. He want to talk about everybody's relationship, you know, especially these boys or these younger men around here. But he don't want to talk about his, coming out or his, issues when it comes to his, sexuality or his relationships or whatever. So, honey, he didn't appreciate that. And, honey, he got Ness off of there, honey. He didn't appreciate it, right? He had a problem with that, right? Just like he had now. Child. Did y'all hear when he got into it with what's her name? Hershey, right? Now, some people feel a way about that, but I just honestly feel like Hershey, that's what you get. Cause you always running around in somebody's business, right? Now this man don't like me, and I don't like this man, and I very rarely say his name. But Stomp Down did a video, right? And that video was a good video, let me tell you why. Because he told a lot of truth on that video. And part of that truth that he was telling y'all, please hit the like. But how many likes I got, y'all? Do I have 100 likes yet? Y'all please help me out with the likes, right? And so he was talking about Hershey get on his nerves, right? Hershey get on my nerves too, because she don't have no chill, right? So she up there, when Tommy is up there and they talking and everything and all this and all that, right? So she gets into it with Tommy and he start calling her a whole lot of bees and all of this and all of that, right? Now, here's the thing. You do all that big old talking, Hershey, with all these people to the point to where you don't start getting on people's nerves. Now, it is not Jay Wilson's fault because you hit the link and you got into it with Tommy, right? Because I agree with him when he say if you big enough to give a lick, you ought to be able to big enough to take a lick. Okay, you talk all this stuff. I remember when you got into a meet on my panel, right? Okay, you did all this channel hopping, right? You was over there on stump downs. Okay, now stump down saying he done with you. He don't want to fool with you no more. He done blocked you out of his chat. That he done got sick of you. Okay, Jay Wilson finally done got sick of you. Okay, now look at you now. Look at you now. You do too much. See, some people have no chill, right? So I agree that if you big enough to give a lick, you big enough to take a lick. See, I got double team over there on Jay Wilson's panel. Do you think that phased me? Nope. 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 Cause I'm big enough to give a lick, okay, with this mouth, and I am absolutely big enough to be able to take a lick, okay. I done been double teamed a whole bunch of times, okay. And also, who was that talking about Mr. Tulsa? I think it was Stomp Down talking about Mr. Tulsa up there. I think that's what Stomp Down called. Well, somebody else called him that. But I agree with that name, Mr. Tulsa, sitting up there being really, really messy and really, really out of his mind as well, right? And what Karen call him, Eddie or something like that? I was like, child, we see you too, Mr. Tulsa. You don't have a storyline like Carolyn saying, and you want to just get in where you fit in, right? Ask a whole bunch of messy questions over there around there to YT Cameras channel. Just always being messy and out of order. Don't know what you're talking about. Is you still sniffing that powdered sugar? Is that what's wrong with you? Always calling somebody fat because you want to have some meat on your bones, but look at you. Okay? Looking like a whole man over there. Stump Down said, you got an Adam's apple and all. I said, baby, you better say that. But anyway, when it comes to the Jay Wilson's interview with Tommy and Castro, right? Stomp Down and Captivating Christian, because Captivating Christian did a video of it as well. And he also uh, um, he was on Stump Down's channel, right? He hit the link, right? And he was talking about it. And Stump Down and Captivating Christian TV, I agree with what they were saying. Right. The thing that I agree with most is when it comes to this interview and Jay Wilson and all these young people, he be messing with Briine and Honest Rowe, ZT, all of them, always trying to get in the middle of their relationships, right? Is he felt like, but if they felt like that Jay Wilson exploited Tommy and Castro, right? Because they also, and then, and I agree with that. I agree with he exploited the situation because it was a perfect opportunity for him to lead them in a different direction. Tommy clearly has a anger issue. You know, KRN said that today. He was talking a little bit about his anger issue. It sounds like a very scary domestic violence situation going on, especially when Tommy, gets intoxicated. And the more Jay Wilson talked, the more he amped him up. He didn't try to bring him down. He tried to, he was, just amping him up, making the man more angry and more angry, right? He dragged Jay Wilson too, by the way, right? Dragged the scalp off of his chin, his scalp, his skull, all of that, right? He just dragged him, right? And so Stump Down and Cap, especially Stump Down and Cap, dragged him to the point to where he responded to Cap and Stump Down. You know why you responded to Jay Wilson? Because Stump Down and Cap told you the truth. That's why they called you out, Jay Wilson. Okay, they called you out on the fact that you supposed to went to seminary school and you exalt yourself as a pastor. You got people following you and you're not no pastor. They said you was a minister of music, okay? But even though you a minister of music, you older than Tommy and Castro, right? And you was gaslighting the whole situation, right? That's why people ain't feeling you about this interview. Yes, it's tea. Yes, it's a train wreck. But when you see some violence going on, you ain't got to amp it up more. And I think that's what Stomp Down and Cap in particular didn't appreciate, you doing what you're doing. You doing that interview the way that you did it, right? Because you gave them no solutions. You was just being real, real messy. And this man was getting even more angry. And I'm talking about Tommy, and Castro was just there, right? And it was just a whole like bad situation. But if you wanted to, you could have counseled them, and try to calm the situation down. No, instead you gaslit the whole situation, Jay Wilson, and you made it worse. Now I don't know why. Now see, here's the thing with black people. They were saying over there that um, a lot of people are, turn their back on religion because of people like Jay Wilson. These people that's supposed to be in seminary school, right? People like y'all remember, and he called some name outs like Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton, right? But what about them ones like what's that man's name? They used to be on TV, Jerry Falwell, or a Jim Baker, and all of them people, all of these people is seminary people, right? Now, and we done heard of the things that the men do, right? It was a volatile situation, right? And we heard of the things that some of the men be doing in seminary school, right? I think they pick up the devil. Even I can't think of this man's name. He was tall. He done died now. And his son is trying to take on, his TV role or whatever. But he was talking about when he was in seminary school. It was real demonic. What was that man's name? Tall white man. I can't think of his name. But he used to be a minister on TV, very popular, right? But he was talking about his fight, with the devil, when he was in seminary school, right? And so anyway, Jay Wilson been in the church all his life. So I am not surprised when they pulled him out the closet over in the beef sector. What is his name? Pulled him out the closet, catfished him out the closet. No, not Joe Osteen. He older than that. What's his name? What's his name? Pulled him out the closet. Okay, not Benny Hill. What was his name? I can't think of his name. He was really, really tall. But anyway, Jay Wilson got pulled out the closet for some of you new people, cause what's his name, catfished him. Wiley catfished him. Jay Wilson just sent him a text message talking about some bring the lube, child, bring the lube, right? And I think the reason why Jay Wilson is overly involved with these young people's relationships. Number one, I don't think he have a relationship, right? I think Mark been long gone. Okay, and if you hear somebody in the background, it's some young boy, some young man that he done picked up from Grindr because he like him young, right? That's why he be overly obsessed with people like Briine. You want to make it seem like Briine is crazy, okay? Now, Briine admit that he a little off the wall and sometimes he ain't got it, but Jay Wilson, you ain't got it either. And while you over there telling people that they need Billy Graham, that's his name, Billy Graham, thank you. I'm talking about Billy Graham, that's what I'm talking about. While you over there suggesting that Briine and all of them other people go to therapy, honey, you need to go to therapy yourself, Jay Wilson, okay? And you are never too old for therapy, Jay Wilson, okay? I go once a month, my own self, okay? Or Roberts too, but I'm talking about Billy Graham, I believe. I am talking about Billy Graham. Right. So anyway, uh so Jay Wilson over there, let's get back to the interview, right? So he over there talking to Tommy, asking all these inflammatory questions, right? And Tommy getting more angry and more angry and more angry, right? To the point to where he throwing a whole lot of shade at Jay Wilson. The whole thing was just real unfortunate. So when you hear a stump down in the cap say that they felt like Jay Wilson was exploiting them, I absolutely agree. I think that Jay Wilson also became obsessed with Briine, but he felt the way about the situation, the possible situation of Briine and Honest Rowe becoming a couple, right? Because he feel away that they say misery loves company, right? And when it comes to Jay Wilson with his demonic ass, misery loves company. Okay, he an old messy lonely queen over there in that mausoleum of a house he live in. Okay, It ain't nobody's fault. Because of well, he was being in a church all of his life, right? And he know the Bible very well. Satan knows the Bible. Demons know the Bible very well, back and forth. And no matter how much Jay Wilson try to rationalize the word in his mind and make it be right within himself, it ain't working for him, right? And now he's just old and lonely, and he really is still fighting with his sexuality. Okay? And he get upset with these young boys because they living free, they got relationships, right? Or possible relationships. They just doing them. I absolutely for Dora think that Jay Wilson sees a bit of himself in Briine because of what Briine done said. Briine said he want a wife, he want a family. He conflicted, right? And then he want a boyfriend. He done said he done been in a relationship. I heard him this morning talking about a relationship that he had that ended in 2016. Sounded like the relationship was possibly, very toxic for him. And he said if the man called him right today, he would go back to him, right? Because there's a thin line between love and hate. Okay, we all know that. All right? But for Jay Wilson to be older than all of these people, right? Roe and Briine, Castro, ZT, and Tommy, right? Billy Graham walked the talk his entire life. His son Franklin appears to be a charlatan. Well, see, here's the thing about Billy Graham. Do you remember Rockabye Baby? Have you ever heard him talk about when he tussled with the devil when he was in seminary school? Try to Google that and try to listen to that. I don't know if it was an interview or if he was just telling the story or whatever on his own. But I felt like that really I'll never forget when he talked about that, right? And so, but I thought it was really real of him to come out and say that, right? Him to come out and say, that cause even the devil try to even tempt Jesus, right? So what do you think he doing to the church, right? The church, especially the black church, has been pretty much decimated, right? You ain't got nothing but a whole bunch of demons running that church. Hey Cap, can you hit the link for me? Because I got a question I would like to ask you, baby. I listened to your video and I listened to you on Stomp Down, and I agree with you on Stomp Down. What you have to say about him? Cause see, dang, y'all hold on a minute. I gotta take this call. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to take the call. Let me know if y'all can hear me. It was a very important call. And so anyway, my wife did her job well today and made me a good meal. All is well today. Well, all right, Glock, whoever you are, be calm in here because I ain't never seen you in here before. Uh, anyway, y'all, I lost my train of thought, right? So anyway, something, you know, oh, I was talking about that video that Cap did and Stomp Down did, right? Cap, let me know if you can hit the link. Oh, let me post it. Cap, let me get it first. Shoot. I done knock myself. Done knock myself out there. I got too much going on here. Let me get myself together. Let me get this link for you, Cap. Hold on a minute. Lord Jesus. What is going on? These folks don't never bother me till I'm online. I tell you, it don't make no sense. I'm gonna finish my video though. So yeah. hmm There you go, Cap. If you can see it, it's under Fedora. So anyway, yeah, I really like that video because they was talking about a whole lot of stuff, especially as they started talking about religion, and have these fake pastors exalt themselves, and they so ratchet. Basically, I'm using my words. That's what's running that fake all that nonsense and that those demonic activities and actions. That is the reason why people are going away from the church, especially the black church, right? Because what's to believe in anymore? If you are a religious person, because a lot of young people don't have spiritual awareness, because that is what. Hey, Cap, is this you?
Yes, ma'am, it's me.
Oh,
I'm
hey,
here.
baby.
Hey.
And so I was talking about you and Stump Down's interview. So, could you tell me why you felt like that old messy queen, aka Jay Wilson, what made you feel like he exploited Tommy and Castro's situation?
Mainly because of who he claims to be. I mean, there's a time and a
Exactly.
place for everything, right? There's a
hmm
time and a place for everything. And yes,
Can
you
you
can
turn
be.
your sound up a little bit, baby?
I'm sorry.
No problem.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you better. Yeah.
Okay. So yes, you can be not saying that anybody can't be messy or anything like that, but that
hmm
was not a time and a place to do that. And at any
hmm
point which where there was an ability for you to show your spirituality and your ministry, that would
hmm
have been that moment.
hmm
And the fact that you didn't even bother to do that because all you was trying to get to was the mess, clearly let people see that you're not about what you preach. You're not about what you preach at all. So,
Yeah.
and you have smoke and stuff for other people, but you don't address.
hmm
Like it's funny how you skipped over. Stomp Down had words too, but you don't mention those. But you want to talk about what I said or what other
hmm
people said. So you
Yeah, I
pick
heard
and
the names
choose.
that he
Yeah,
called
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. Of
hmm
course. And it's like nobody cares about the names that you keep calling names, but my
hmm
life shows different than yours.
hmm
Yeah,
hmm
your ministry speaks for itself, and it ain't godly. So
And he
I'm
don't have
good.
no ministry, in my opinion.
I'm good. I'm good. So you can boot some tunes. Okay, that's how you get your little side money playing for the church. Whoop de
Mm.
doo. Whoop de doo.
hmm
Satan played for the angels too, bitch. They ain't
That's
nothing
right.
new.
That's
I'm
right. I
fine.
said that the other day. Mm.
I mean, we'll be talking. We'll be
hmm
talking. But
Yep.
like it
So why do
says,
you why do you think? Do you think that he got an extra problem with you because of Sean Bradley?
yeah, I mean, pretty much, and it really don't have nothing to do with that. Again,
hmm
my issue with him came from how he handled fellow gentleman panel members. That was my
Oh
issue with him.
yes, I remember. Tell me
That
a
was
little bit about that. How do you
it,
how did he handle that?
he mishandled it, and that was
hmm
just the issue. Um, it first started with Rebel when Rebel was doing the show, which he tried to derail that, and it's like, but rebels
Wait a
on your
minute. Maybe you
channel.
tell. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold. You know, I be having questions. How did he try to derail Rebel show?
just
Because I
just
don't know nothing about this.
just talking mess and saying stuff that he shouldn't have been saying at the time.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
wow.
But of course, that channel's gone now, so you won't be able to see. And this is what a lot of people do. They make sure all the evidence is gone. So it's like, oh no, you can't prove that. Oh no, 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 no. You were.
Mm,
I even spoke to him privately and said, hey, that it don't look good. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Like you could still support. You could not like what he's doing, but at least support the brother. Like it don't make sense. You got to come out here and try to mess up something he's trying to do on the side. Like why would you do that?
Mm, mm.
So it's just the type of character flaws that he has. Um,
Oh yeah.
Clearly, you can tell that he had poor, a real hard upbringing, and he never
Mm-hmm.
he you know money is everything to him. Getting
Yes.
it is everything to him. By
Mm-hmm.
any means necessary is whatever to him.
Yeah.
And he doesn't matter who he steps on to get there,
Mm-mm.
he will do it. Now,
Mm-mm.
last time I checked, in the books I've read, especially dealing with faith and Christianity, that's a telltale sign that no, you're not living right because
That's right.
nobody does that.
That's
You're not
right.
even supposed
That's
to do
right.
that to people.
You can't serve
Um,
the Bible said you can't serve God and money, and clearly his God is money.
Right,
Okay.
and it's always been. So
Mm-hmm.
I think until he reconciles with himself on that, nothing he will
Yes.
ever do will really prosper to where he's trying to get. He will always
But
miss
why
the
do you?
mark.
Well, baby, why do you think he focuses on so much on you young people and the young people's relationships? Like before, it was Tommy and Castro. He was focusing on Roe and Brian,
Yeah.
and before that, it was somebody else's relationship. And then he always got something to say about young folks like KRN, you,
Mhm.
Brian, ZT, all of y'all.
Right. Well, that's because he regrets living his life in the closet as he always has, and we
Mm,
can truly, as younger people, live out free.
yeah,
And with no complications or no
yeah,
kind of regret or
yeah.
anything like that. He doesn't know what that's like, right? He just
Hmm.
started to live in this space of
Yeah,
freedom.
I got a phone call. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
hmm Yeah. So he just decided to live in this place of freedom. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's jealous and feels a way about people living their lives. I mean, this is a man that he only goes by.
Huh? Cap. I bet Cap got a phone call, y'all. I told y'all nobody don't want to call me like this back and forth until I Cap until I start the video. We can't hear you, Cap. If you're talking, are you on mute, love? That's right, Fedora. That's why his motto is "There's no friends on YouTube."
Can you hear me
You
now?
know, I can
Can
hear
you
you
hear me?
now, baby. I
Okay.
can. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So what I was saying, like, yeah, him being, suppressed or suppressing himself, because again, nobody did it to him. He did it to himself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, to now want to quote unquote live your life. Okay, cool. But there's nothing wrong with you being gay. You want to say same gender loving because it makes you feel comfortable, and it makes the people who, are uncomfortable about how you live your life comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But until you
Mm-hmm.
become comfortable with yourself,
Mm-hmm.
you will always have that. So,
Mm-hmm.
you got to live your life for you. You can't live it for other people.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But
So, do
it
you
is what
think
it
he
is.
messed with young people like you, because he's kind of maybe envious or jealous because y'all do live free?
I mean, yeah, that's clearly what it is. And the fact that we're not that far apart. I mean, maybe 10 years.
Hmm.
So it's like,
I mean,
girl,
well, a decade is a lot, baby. It's a lot.
yeah, I mean, it can be. It can be. But I mean, come on. Like, at the same time, you should be imparting wisdom on these young men.
Yes.
But you always got something shady and to demean somebody about not having.
Hmm.
Yet you sitting over here barely making mortgage payments monthly.
Mm.
You got 4 and 5 jobs, but 7 degrees. The math ain't
Hmm.
mathing. I mean, it's just not. It's not
Yeah.
adding up.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to agree. And see, the reason Jay Wilson don't realize, uh, I agree with you, Deanna. Deanna said he trying to live through the younger generation. I agree. I agree, Deanna. I absolutely agree. And Film Noir said, the gag is Jay Weezer really think he is better than people. He talk better than people he talks about. Just listen to how he talks to and about them. Well, see, the thing is, he don't. He comes across as he thinks he's better than, but in his heart of hearts, he don't think he is, because of whatever situation
I'm,
he had to deal with growing up.
but I mean, look at his first function. How do you have a function inviting YouTube and content creators to come to a place and you got paper plates
Hmm.
and takeout things and
Right.
things disorganized? Like, I mean, you
Yeah,
just
it
do
was a
stuff
good
just to do
event,
it.
but he still got some money off the top. We all could see that. You know what I
Right.
mean?
But I mean, the purpose of it was for what? What was really the
Hmm.
purpose? The purpose for him
Right.
was to make money.
Right.
He started making money before the event even started, before anybody
Right.
landed foot in there. The only person that was there making money with him was King Jives.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it's like
Hmm.
he knew what the purpose was.
Yeah. And he paid the people. You know what I mean? He had the event, but he still made some money off the top.
But people
That's
won't
why he
get.
could pay King Jive so generously, and Five for speaking. He paid
But
her
Miss
too.
O,
You know.
honestly, Miss O,
Hmm.
honestly, if you we can't go back and look at it now, but people was paying him, giving him this is for the food, this is for
Right.
this is for that. So did he
Yeah,
really pay for anything? It was
that's
already
true.
paid for by the
Out of
people,
out of pocket. Yeah.
out of pocket. It was already
Yeah.
paid for by the people, so he had
Yeah.
everything went to his pocket.
Hmm. I agree. I agree, but he want to make it like he did something that nobody in the B sector did. He did it the right way. No, honey, you got the money off the top, and the people, excuse me, the people pay for your function. Okay, now that's what happened. So
That's
I
all it
agree with you,
was. That's all it
Cap.
was. So yeah, that's all it was. So to sit there and make fun, I mean, cool, you're gonna make fun. That's what you do. But at the same
Hmm.
time, you call yourself a minister. So the level
Yeah.
of fun or shade you think you throwing, should you really be doing that? Now, granted, I was born in the condition I was born in and made it
Right.
work for me. What about your
Right.
condition? What about the
Yeah.
situation you in? You made that because you wanted to
Hmm.
live grandiose, bigger than your pockets,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah,
Because you wanted to show people you made it.
because of his humble beginnings,
Right,
he
because of the
felt like
trailer
he had to
park.
have that mausoleum of a
Right,
house that he can't
exactly.
afford.
Exactly. Because I grew up in a trailer park. I had to share a
Hmm.
bedroom with 8 siblings. So I vowed
Right.
never to live like that again. Cool, I
Right.
get that. I get that. But at
Right.
the same time, you're living out way past your means.
Yes, absolutely. And he don't even
No,
have to. He don't have a family. See, the thing is,
right, you a
he
single
don't
man.
have his own family.
You a
You
single
know, you
man,
got a
no
house. You don't
kids.
even have a home.
You a single man, no kids, but yet you got to drive Uber with 8 degrees, 10 degrees, 15 degrees. For what? It don't make
To
sense.
pay for a lifestyle like you said that he can't afford. Cause that all of that stuff he trying to do, that's just a shackle. That's just a weight. You see, he a slave to that. You
But who
know.
goes on trips and then want to talk about, oh, this wasn't working, the AC wasn't working, the this and that wasn't working? That's because that's the places you picked.
Mhm.
Of course, you
Mhm.
went to a timeshare thing where the room was free or that was free. You just had to go to the seminar,
Yeah.
obviously, because while you up there talking
Yeah.
about this wasn't working, that wasn't working, who does that?
Yeah.
You pick
Yeah.
a
You're
vacation
absolutely right.
spot, you already know,
Mhm.
what it is and what to expect. You don't
Mhm.
go there. This ain't
Mhm.
working. That ain't working. Can I get a refund?
Ain't that something? I was
Have
like, what? I can't
have a
believe he did
seat.
that.
We don't
Child.
compare. We don't compare.
And then I was talking about. Did you hear him that day when he was saying that Sean Bradley pays for you to go on the trips?
uh, no, I didn't hear it, but that's funny.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. He was
no.
implying that you and Sean Bradley had something going on, and Sean Bradley is paying for you to go on the trips.
No, I can show my own receipts. I pay for my
Child,
own airfare. I pay for my own lodging. Okay,
child. We
because
know that's a bunch of nonsense. He just feel a way about it. He can't stand. Why does he hate Sean Bradley so much? Sean Bradley really gets under his skin.
Mm. Well, I personally, I think somebody just thought that they were supposed to be the big headliner, and they felt the way that
Mm,
they wasn't, you know, who they thought
mm,
they were. They wasn't really that important. So, but
mm.
that's just my personal opinion.
Child. Mm. But we saw what went down on the ship, child. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't know. But anyway, Cap, I thought that was a really good. I agree with everything that you and Stump Down said concerning that Tommy and Castro situation. I do feel like he exploited the situation. He actually made it worse. Cap. I think he done went out again, y'all. We can't hear you if you can hear me, baby. Hey, P60 Podcast. Hey, everybody that came in.
Yeah, my bad. My
Because
phone keep locking. Can
that's
you hear
all
me
right.
now?
Just keep
Yeah.
just keep your thumb on it so it won't go black like that.
Yeah. So even in that, it's like, yeah, like I said,
Yeah.
you're a minister, sir. So you should have been ministering to them young men, not treating them the way you. But again,
Hmm.
money is more important to him. So it
Oh
don't
yeah,
matter
that's his God. That
who
money is his God.
you know.
Deanna said because SB played him and got him to ATL. I know, and then you know what? I don't understand. You know what? I find interesting, Deanna. The reason why I think that Tim Blaine always be on Jay Wilson, and Jay Wilson can't stand Tim Blaine either, because I think they see themselves in each other, right? Because I don't know. I don't even want to talk about Tim Blaine, but I think they see themselves in each other. But as far as Jay Wilson, I agree with you. I feel like he exploited the situation. I agree that he tried to live through y'all younger people because he put his own shackles on himself. Do you see what I'm saying? And he
Right.
always trying to, and then it's real blasphemous for him to be calling himself a pastor, right? And for new people, and I think a lot of people, especially a lot of black people over there, flock to him, but they feed into that nonsense because honey, they gave him some good cash apps for that mess he did yesterday. But because he called himself a pastor, he has exalted himself, and people think that put himself in a place of authority. And some people really pay attention to that stuff to where Jay Wilson ain't no pastor, honey. Jay Wilson is a demon. I don't care how many times he say he went to seminary school or you all you gotta do is really listen to him. He don't mean no good for nobody, especially y'all young men. So I hate that Tommy and Castro even and Castro stop talking to him on the phone. Honey, don't let him come between y'all relationship. Don't do that. I felt like he was wrong for that, but I'm glad y'all called it out, Cap. I'm glad.
Yeah, because I mean, the man that won't talk about his own relationship has no reason giving advice to anybody else about any kind of relationship
Hmm.
when he can't show transparency in his own shit.
Did you see how
Excuse
he got mad at Ness when Ness brought up that he didn't come out till he was 49 years old?
me. No.
And we know he got drug out the closet by Wiley. Wiley catfished him.
Mm.
That's how he came out the closet, child. But anyway, from what I understand, right, with his same gender loving self, child.
Okay.
Always trying to distort, things in the Bible and equate them to stuff like how the Romans lived and all of this and all that. I was like, boy, if you don't shut all the way up, you have to be ashamed of yourself. Well, I be thinking lightning gonna strike him dead in the mouth one day.
He's in a whole relationship, but still on social apps, hookup
Okay.
apps. Okay, make it make
He
sense.
he love at grinder because they say that grinder be having the young people on there. So he love at grinder. Okay.
He's probably
Child.
ministering to them too. I'm sure,
Child ministering to them when they bring the lube, child.
and laying hands.
And laying hands, child, laying hands all over. Okay, Dr. Pastor Diddy. Mm-hmm.
Not Doctor Pastor Diddy.
Child. Child, he be killing me. But I appreciate y'all, and tell Stump down. I know he can't stand me, but I agree with what he was saying yesterday. You know what I mean? I even agree with what he was saying about Hershey. Cause she get on my nerves too.
Oh,
Okay.
I can't stand her, but I'm a keep it.
Ooh, child. What you say? And I be hearing your little messy videos up her. I be in the clouds. I
Yeah,
do. I be in the clouds. I be in the clouds. Your messy conversations.
well, thank you. I
You
appreciate it.
a mess, child. You a mess. But yeah, man, I appreciate. But then I really, you know what really got me was uh, when Stump Down said, or when he said that little part about render to Caesar, give to Caesar what goes to Caesar. I said,
Right.
ooh, he hit Jay Wilson on the head. I said it
Hmm.
thumped him, and y'all touched him so much he had to do a video trying to come at you, honey. Okay, he just gave Stomp Down a little bit, but honey, he gave you a lot.
Yeah, of course. He always does because he thinks it affects me, but it don't. It just shows his colors. That's all. It just
Mhm,
shows his colors. That's why I said you can
mhm.
never put minister of anything in front of his name
He
because he don't.
cannot.
He don't deserve it. Nor does he exude anything of that nature. So
Mm-mm. No, 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 no pastoral inclinations or anything. Okay.
have fun. How about you minister and lay hands on them bills and get them paid? Don't you worry about me over
Child.
here. I will continue to
Mm-mm.
enjoy life. You and continue
Child.
to make sure
Hey,
you keep
Brian,
the
I'm gonna
peace.
need you to hit the link too, Brian. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Child,
All right,
cause
Miss
honey,
Passa.
Brian done got into it with ODS, and he done had a lot to say about C.J. Wilson. In my opinion, he became obsessed with Brian, and because I don't know what it is about Brian, uh, but I don't know if he sees Brian in himself as far as the conflict go. Because Brian, at one point in time, I don't know if he still is. He was conflicted about some things, and I think Jay Wilson, may feel a way about that, but Brian is still young. Brian is in his 30s, and he don't, and he really came between Roe and Brian. I don't know if you was watching that, but y'all, it was a hot mess, okay? And Jay Wilson was wrong for that too. He be wrong for a whole lot of stuff. But thank you for commenting on that, Cap. Thank y'all. I
Yeah,
appreciate the video that y'all did. Coming
of
from
course.
other men. You know what I mean? And so that
Right.
really made an impact. On me as far as listening to the video. And like I said, I agree with everything y'all said.
Yeah. And as you can see, the beef sector still moves, even though there's a strike, right?
Oh, child. Okay.
On that
I
note,
said
you
the
have a good
boys
day.
done stepped up to the plate, baby.
You have a good day. All right. Enjoy.
Okay, thank you, Cap. Appreciate you. Brian, can you hit the link, please? Brian, you better come up here. I'm gonna drop the link for you, Brian. I already dropped it once. But bring your tail up here. We got gossip. But yeah, y'all, if y'all didn't see that video, y'all need to go watch that video because it was real to me. Like, for real. Like I just, and I do it. Feel like they do, and I'm glad the men said it first. Even KRN talked about it. Exploited the whole situation. But honey, that ZT and now I felt like Tommy, and felt the way about Castro being on the phone with ZT most of all, because I seen a little bit of the video where ZT was Tommy had called up ZT on the phone, honey, and they was arguing on the phone, and ZT over there showing out, and ZT always show out though, right, child? Y'all know how ZT is, right? And so the confliction is the connection. Yeah, Fedora, like I really do believe that. Like I really do. Absolutely. But you trying to make it say, well, Brian can't come back over here. But why you still talking about him then? You still can't keep his name out of this mouth. You supposed to be talking about Tommy and I think this Brian right here. You supposed to be talking about Tommy and Castro, but you still talking about Brian. Make that make sense. Yeah.
Hey, good
Is this
morning.
Brian?
Yeah, good morning. Well, good afternoon.
Hey Brian, how you doing, honey? I heard your video this morning, child.
Shit, I just woke up, and you know how the work schedule goes. I only got a few minutes to live, and then it's time to go clock back in and
You
make
gotta
some.
work today?
Oh yeah. But
Okay.
it's called life, right?
Oh yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, honey. Ain't nothing wrong with doing honest work, not a darn thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, I
How you
won't
doing?
keep you long. All right, I won't keep you long, but I heard your video this morning. And child, what did you call ODS
I
when
call
you
him Gri-
called him uh
I called him Grizzly Adams because
yeah, Grizzly?
because that's what he gives. That's exactly
Oh.
what he gives. But I mean, it just. I haven't even brushed my teeth yet, Olivia. I was laying in bed watching you, so I ain't even brushed my teeth. I got to get up and take a shower and brush my teeth, and so I don't want to laugh too hard because that's
You
the
a mess, child. But Brian, why would you say he had on a red vest like the Target vest? I was like, what?
well. I said the only thing he was missing was that flannel, that red and black flannel that you get at Target. That's the only
Yeah.
thing. That's the only thing he was missing, and the axe. That's the only thing he was.
Brian, not an axe.
Man, I don't know what ODS problem is. God God bless him, and I wish him success in life. I don't want to fight with these people. I don't. I
Well,
do
why
not.
you think he got more mad at you than he did Uppity? Because did you hear me telling the version of the story that I remembered
Yeah, yeah.
about Rico?
I was back and
Child,
forth. I was back and forth between you and Deanna's live. So
child.
I was listening to both of y'all, and both of y'all had some good points. But the story you told was a big story. Am I right
Mm-hmm.
or wrong?
Mm-hmm, yeah. Everybody knew about it. Everybody was talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, so he chose to get mad at me. I don't know why. I don't know what
I
him and
don't
Uppity.
either.
I don't know what him and Uppity got going on. But the thing that I wanted to talk about, Miss Olivia,
Mm-hmm.
is the numbers part of this. The only
Yes.
the only reason why and I don't want to put you because I know you like ODS
No,
and
no,
things
go
like
ahead,
that.
honey. This is my commentary. This is my channel. This is just my unbiased commentary. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. I feel like the only reason why some of these people get the numbers that they're getting is because they're talking about beef sector. If
Mm-hmm.
ODS would go back to doing those mukbangs,
Mm.
he would get those same numbers that he was getting. The only reason why he is where he is because he inherited the buddy system. Brianna,
Mm.
then from Brianna to Pizarro, the same people
Mm.
hear the same stuff from five different people, the same stuff that Brianna just said, Pizarro gonna say. The
Then when they
same
put him
thing.
in the rotation, I remember
Exactly.
I heard you this morning talking about him being in the rotation. I agree.
Yes, ma'am. So for you to come out and act like you just the bomb diggity dog, I'm like, okay. And then he tried to say something about as long as I get my money and it's more than you. You don't know what I get. I take my behind in the real world and go to work and apply
Okay.
myself. I don't I don't
Mm-hmm.
I don't sell my soul for the devil for no internet paycheck. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I don't
He
want to
said as
do
long as he got a comma in his AdSense check, he all right. I said to myself, well, damn, I ain't got a comma in my AdSense check since I left the entertainment sector.
that. Shot. I don't know what that man get, but you know what? I would never be nobody's hater. I mean, I want everybody to
Right.
succeed, but I'm not gonna let ODS play with me. And then he tried to talk about bodies, and I'm like, ODS, we're just equally as big. Don't play with me. You're not up here, able to take your shirt off and bam, you got a six pack and your chest is
Ooh.
so and your chest is chiseled. You need to go sit down and you need to
Mm,
humble yourself because your body is not all of that as well. For you to want to talk about somebody being a little big, baby, they'll pick me over you. And I'm not talking about these, internet people, your people.
mm-hmm.
I'm talking about people in the real world will say, well,
Child.
that's a big old dude, but he's put together. ODS is over there,
You all
and
put together, child.
I do not want to put this man down. I don't want to fight with this man. All I'm saying is he needs to be mad at the regular people that he needs to be mad about, and he needs to stop trying to
Yeah.
come for me because I ain't nobody's doormat. You want to
Well, I
talk
heard
about?
you over there, trying to, it's like, can we, I heard you say, can we have a, basically a civil conversation,
Hmm.
over there at YTC's channel.
Hmm.
I heard that whole exchange over there, and I thought it was very interesting because, like you said, Uppity brought up the subject. Him and Uppity got a long-standing beef because I think it go back to them talking about each other kids or something like that. I think.
Hmm.
But I think that's why he can't stand her and she can't stand him. So every chance she gets, she gonna take a shot at him, And I heard you saying, "Well, I was really defending you over there." But when
I
the story came,
was.
I did remember the story about Rico, though. I mean, we all remember it.
Well, Uppity was calling him homeless, and I said, "Wait a minute. I might have came in late, but I ain't never seen OD. Like I was one of those 5 people. While he talking about somebody only get 50 in their chat, I was one of
Mm,
those 5 people that was in his chat while he was doing mukbangs. I was defending him. I said, "Well, hold up. I never saw ODS homeless. I never.
mm.
I always saw him eating and talking about whatever he was talking about while
Yeah,
he
I ain't
was
never seen
eating."
him homeless either. I ain't gonna lie. No, I never seen him home.
Yeah, so even though I was talking about the Rico situation and being beef sector like and talking about the situation,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't gonna allow her to lie on him in my face. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna speak up and say, well, no, I never saw
Mm-hmm.
him, so it just seemed like he's mad and it just seemed like everybody wanna attack me. But they do know I do swing and I'm going to give me
But
a
do you
new
think he took it out on you when he was really wanting to take it out on her?
Miss Olivia, I'm going to invest me, and I'm going to Best Buy. I've been saving $20 here, $20 there. I'm going to get me a new microphone because I'm tired of playing with these people. And I'm gonna get back to the old Briine. I dropped mine, in the process of me moving to this place right here. I dropped
Mm,
it, and
mm,
I just haven't plugged it back up because I know
mm-hmm.
if it literally fell. But
Oh shit.
I'm gonna get myself back together, and I'm gonna start swinging on these people. He can't take
Well, I
nothing
mean,
out of.
you let me tell you something. Hey, Max Boogie, let me tell you something else. You need to stop apologizing, cause honey,
Mhm.
this is the beef sector. You don't have nothing to apologize for. Okay.
Mhm. Well, sometimes the
Just
big.
like they give it to you, you give it to them. You don't have nothing to apologize for.
Well, I ain't going to lie. I'm kind of upset right now because of the whole captivating Christian situation. That
What
that
what
really.
situation is that? Whoa, back up. What
Well,
situation is that?
well, I'm a sensitive Sagittarius. I be in my feelings, like I wear it literally on my sleeve. You will know how I feel because I'm not afraid to express how I feel and
Well,
what's
tell me the
bothering me.
story, baby. Tell me what happened, cause I don't know.
Well, okay. Well, I was at Jay Wilson's one time
Mm,
and talking about whatever we was talking about, whatever mess he was getting into, and somebody dropped down and they said, "Captivating Christian call you stupid," and I'm like, and they was
ooh,
trying to get me to drag him, and I'm like, no. I like captivating Christian. I ain't never done nothing to this man, and I ain't never said nothing to this man. I said, hold up, before I cuss him out, or try to cuss him out, because we all can cuss. Ain't nobody just better than nobody. Just because everybody can cuss, we all can cuss.
right? Yes, absolutely.
So I was like, hold up, I don't want no problem with this man. Let me at least hear and see what he had to say. So I let that go, and I was just like, well, whatever. Apparently he made a video and he was trying to give me more than I can handle. He was like, well,
Mm-hmm.
I did call you. He said whatever he said. I don't want to misquote him. He said
Mm-hmm.
whatever he said, and then he was like talking about the friendship between me and Honest Rowe. And I was like, okay. It's things just got out of hand. But my thing is, I don't know this man, but you know how certain people that you watch, like I'm not going to lie, his videos got me through a tough time. On
Mm-hmm.
Tuesdays when he would go live with Nate, I looked forward to Tuesdays,
Mm-hmm.
because I would, and he, in tough times in life, sometimes you can escape the world by watching somebody, or
Mm-hmm.
just distracting your mind, so to say. And I
Mm-hmm.
just and I just felt bad because sometimes you have expectations for people, and and maybe I'm so naive, and I sometimes let those lines blur that this is YouTube. He is a regular person. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
maybe he just really do feel that way about me. Maybe I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say maybe I am stupid because I know, but I'm just saying maybe I am stupid to him. Maybe he do feel that way about me. I don't care if he feel about it or not, but
Mm-hmm.
because I know how intelligent I am. I know I'm a straight A type of type of person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it just really bothered me because maybe
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm just disappointed. And then
Mm-hmm.
and then I felt like my back was against the wall. So I did make some few comments towards him, but I really, but the way he was coming off, like
Mm,
he was just trying to give me more than what I ever tried to give him. And I guess that was just a little disappointing to me because maybe I did have higher expectations on the type of person he was. But he is part of the beef sector. This is the beef sector. It just is what it is. But I ain't
yeah.
never talked down on that man. And for him to
Mm-hmm.
call me stupid on something that I'm
Oh.
going through with Honest Road, that I
Oh.
feel like that's kind of messed up. Honest Road, I feel like everybody want to put the blame up on me and want to talk bad about me and want to put me down. But Honest Road is sneaky with this shit. He want to play this
Mm-hmm.
dumbass. He want to play this dumbass. I'm a lost puppy dog in traffic type of shit. And
Mm-hmm.
and he do shit, and then when I do a response, Briine telling his business, Briine doing this, doing that.
Mm-hmm.
No, and I do agree with what Captivate was saying. Friends shouldn't do that, but
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't get online and tell their business. I totally
But it
agree
go
with
both
that.
ways.
It.
Mm.
Thank you, and don't
Yeah.
push me again, and don't put me against no back of no goddamn wall. Is what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't got no problem with captivating Christian. I
Yeah.
guess I just was a little disappointed that that's how you view me, and that's how a lot of
Okay.
people, And Rich, I really shouldn't give a fuck, but I had more respect for him, is what I'm trying to say. Other
I
than more than
understand.
other than some of these people, some of these raggedy people on here, he was
Yeah.
actually giving good content. I used
Yeah.
to I used
Yeah.
to love I used to love Tuesday nights with him and Nate.
Mm. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it just is what it is. I'm gonna let that shit go. But I wanted to just clear the air because I don't want to fight with this man. I tried to speak
Yeah.
to him. I tried to speak to him yesterday. The man ignored me. So if you're captivating
Hmm.
Christian, I'm gonna just say this. If you still upset about that, God bless you. I'm gonna give you the same treatment that I can give to a ODS. I don't want to fight with nobody. And then here
Yeah.
come and then here come Jay Wilson yesterday. Oh,
Mm.
bro, Briine just out here fight. He fighting with ODS. He fighting with
Mm.
everybody. He tried to do
Mm.
that reverse psychology. But
Well,
who are
if he
you for?
blocked you, now here's the thing about Jay Wilson. I'm glad you brought that up. Because
Mhm.
if he blocked you out the chat and he don't want to talk to you no more, all of this and all that, why is he still bringing up your name?
But first of all, he didn't. No, no, no. See, that's the misconception.
Mm.
I I stopped going over there after that incident,
Mm.
and I went and made my video and drugged and cussed him and Mark out and whoever else in there, Juan Key Pro and Stumped out. All of them got cussed out in that video. All of them got
Mm.
cussed out. He ain't blocked me out no chat because after I
Mm.
dropped off his link, I went on my life. I
Oh,
haven't
so he wanted to make it seem like he got rid of you instead of you getting rid of him.
Exactly. I haven't even dropped down in that chat to even know that I'm blocked. So he needs to
Mm-hmm.
stop lying. He got his behind drug. I drugged him for theft. I
Mm. You
drugged,
ain't the only one. Did you hear Tommy dragging him too?
baby. Yo, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was there. I, I was there, but I really do feel bad for Castro, man, because
Yeah, me too.
the way Tommy abused Castro yesterday, and
Yeah, yeah,
I'm, I mean, Poe Castro, man.
yeah.
Then,
I really feel like it was spurred on cause Tommy feel a way about Castro still talking to ZT and Jay Wilson on the phone, and so Jay Wilson didn't help none. In my opinion, ZT clearly didn't help none. You know what I mean? And I felt like Tommy, the drunker he got, the more toxic he got, the more violent he got. And I was scared for, and I'm still scared for Castro too. But you know,
mm-hmm,
excuse me,
mm-hmm.
domestic violence services, Castro. If you're looking at this, you can call, the domestic violence hotline. You can call the police. The domestic violence, it go for men, and women, baby, not just women. And a lot of men don't like to call the police when they're in the domestic violence situation. But it goes both ways for men and women. Because people have been seriously injured and took up out of this world due to domestic violence and the way the anger issue that Tommy got is so he is so volatile that
Oh,
I'm scared for Castro too.
did you see that? And then one thing
I,
about Tommy is, Miss Olivia, I didn't cut me and Tommy didn't really went at it before with each other. We really, and you
mm-hmm,
see, Tommy is obsessed with numbers. He been like that. Let me
Mm-hmm.
tell you how he did this lady Claudette. Claudette passed away. She was an older lady, but that woman house burnt down. Her dogs was in the house, I guess,
Mm.
and she was homeless. So she was
Mm-hmm.
staying, she was staying at a hotel, but the way he was fighting with her, like he was fighting a younger person.
Mm.
He would talk like every day, all day. He would cuss that woman out. The
You talk
woman,
about Tommy?
yes,
Oh
and
wow.
Tommy' whole existence on here is numbers. Yesterday was a euphoric, cosmic orgasm for him
Mm.
yesterday because he got all that numbers, all
Oh
those
wow.
numbers. That's what he wants. And I'm not jealous of nothing. I like Tommy. I
Right.
I I cashed that Tommy. But
Mm-hmm.
Tommy main focus is he wants the YouTube fame. And
Mm.
he gets on his live, he gets drunk, he's cool with you 1 minute. And
Mm.
then the next minute when he's drunk, it's like he snaps into a whole different person.
Mm.
And for some reason, maybe like a year or so ago, him and Castro was going through something.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching Tommy before I even
Yeah,
knew
I've never really watched him.
I
I
watched.
really never.
I'm sorry, Miss Livy. Go ahead. I'm so sorry.
No, you
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. I'm just saying I never really watched him. So you telling me something I don't know? Go ahead.
No, the reason why I found Tommy was it was this lady named Yolanda. Yolanda is part. Well, she was part of the beef sector, but
Mm-hmm.
they got their own separate. Like he liked to cuss out these elderly black women is what he
Mm.
likes to go at, and he called that woman all type of. Am I allowed to say crack on here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he called that woman all type of, which she is a former crackhead, but
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is. She got a house, she's doing good, but they fight, and so I
Mm-hmm.
was I was watching her, and that's
Was they
how
in a
I.
relationship?
No, the woman just drags the mess out of him. She drags him,
Oh,
baby.
it was online.
Baby, this older black lady, Yolanda, baby, she was in
Uh-huh.
CT chat yesterday. Go to her, man, she did, baby. It takes her to drag him real bad, baby.
Mm.
I'm talking about the skin off his doggone nails, if that's a thing.
Oh.
I didn't know nails had skin, but if it did,
Uh-huh.
okay. She gets microscopic, if that's a
Oh.
word, microscopic. She get microscopic with him, baby. And so, and,
Oh.
and so that's how I found him. And then I started cash apping him, and hey, Briine, and I'm like, okay, just supporting him. And then one day I see Castro. I said, what? I said, hold up. And Castro said that he found Tommy through, I guess I shared his video or whatever, and then they started hooking up or whatever, which is okay, good. Find
Mm-hmm.
love where you find love. But I never knew Tommy and Castro knew each other. But
Mm.
anyway, that was a shock to me. So by me being excited, oh hey Castro, y'all together, he thought that I liked the Castro. I never saw
Mm-hmm.
Castro like
Oh
that.
wow.
I
Why he
never,
think everybody want Castro?
like I
Hold on a
told him,
minute. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Is this captivating Christian? Who is that on the screen, Brian?
that's a pass at 550 pounds.
Hey, is this you, Cap?
Yes, it's me.
Okay. Hey, hey. We was just
Hey.
talking about what Brian was just telling me what happened with you and him. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I put my phone down so I wasn't aware. But okay, Brian, since you are here, I don't really know what the issue is. I don't have an issue with you. I was giving commentary on what I saw. Yeah, of course, jokes or whatever. All that aside, I really was just trying to understand your dynamic with him. I never called you stupid, so I know the other thing over there keeps saying that I called you stupid. You can look for yourself. I never called you stupid. I didn't understand how your relationship with him worked. If you were friends, your actions may have been silly regarding a friendship where everything is always out in the open and then given to Jay Wilson, no less, to exploit instead of you guys taking it either to your own channels or just handling it privately. That was really my whole thing, taking out all of the jokes and everything else. That was it. So I don't know where we got an issue, but I don't have an issue with you. If you still have an issue with me, that's fine.
No, no, and I'm gonna
But
take down my video. I don't want no issue with you captivating Christian, and that's what I was saying. So You know, you ain't got to explain no more, and I don't want to explain no more. If you telling me you ain't got no issue, it's water under the bridge.
Yeah, I mean, I was just giving commentary and putting a little, jokey jokes in there as everybody does. But really, personally, I don't have an issue with you. If that's how you choose to handle your friendship with him, so be it. I'm just commentating.
Well,
That's
this this was a different type of situation, captivating Christian. I don't treat my
oh.
friends like that. I don't. Well, this was a different situation with Roe was because there was some attraction there, and I guess my feelings got. And you know how when you start liking somebody, you start doing stuff out of the norm. I don't treat my friends like that, and
Mm,
I guess I felt betrayed when he went on Pizarro and told my business about the hospital, and I guess that's what opened up the doors. And he told me a long time ago that he can't show nobody no loyalty. So I'm thinking in the back of my head, you going on Pizarro and you up here talking to my arch enemy, which was Jay Dunn and Passa up there telling my business about my sister dealing with her cancer and stuff like that, and my sister being sick and stuff like that. I felt betrayed. So that opened up the door for me to say, well, you telling my business to and you know how I feel about Jay Wilson, and you telling my business to everybody, let me start telling yours. So I guess I
yeah.
always said that he had no loyalty, and he said it out loud. He said it. He even told y'all he said it, that he don't have no loyalty. So maybe
Okay.
that's why, and maybe mix that with my attraction for him. This is just not an everyday situation. I don't tell my friends business like that, but this is not a
Mm,
regular normal situation. So I do get what you're
okay.
saying, that friendship should have loyalty, and trust me, I get it. But he's he says he has no loyalty for nobody. He says that out loud. And when he started telling my business on that panel to my enemies, I felt like, okay, well, you want to start telling business? I guess maybe I snapped. Maybe I started
Mm,
telling his business. And I could take full responsibility for that. I was dead
yeah.
wrong for going over that limit. So I do get with what you're saying, and you didn't say nothing wrong. Maybe I need to remind myself that this is the beef sector, and everybody ain't going agree with what I'm saying and stuff like that. But the point I'm trying to make is I don't want no problem with you. I respect you, and I enjoy. You really did get me through some rough times on Tuesdays, and I'm just saying that from my heart. I don't want no problem with you, and it
Yeah,
just is
no,
what it
I
is.
understand. I understand. And likewise, I support your channel. And even if you did have an issue with me, um, I mean, you probably wouldn't see me in your chat as much, but I will
Well,
still support.
I was
But
angry. I
yeah,
was
no. And
angry.
I get it. I get it. You have every right to be. I mean, how you choose to take the interpretation of my commentary is completely on you. I can't
You're right.
change or correct how you feel. All
You're
I
right.
can basically say is it didn't come from a place of hatred or making fun of. It was just trying to figure out like how is this working? Like that these y'all can't just come together and talk about it where everybody's knowing your business and making money off of y'all situation. You know what I'm
And you're
saying? Instead of just, it's different. You want to go to your own channel and spill whatever. You do that and make money on your own channel.
you're right.
Stop giving energy to people who don't deserve it, who are just using it to exploit, situations. Yeah, yeah, you may not get the numbers that you would normally get, but people will watch even on the replay. Let's stop focusing on just because people think they have the numbers that you got to go to them and give it to them so other people can watch. All that's doing is giving them money.
Yeah,
You
you're
stop
right.
feeding the beast, they'll stop.
And you're right. And the thing about that is, I really did enjoy Jay Wilson, but see, Jay Wilson got some mental issues to where
Mm-hmm.
it's just really weird. But I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
protect my energy, and I'm not going to go over that because he's not
Mm-hmm.
good. He's not good for my mental health at all. Like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I see the devil in him when I really
Mm-hmm.
look at him. I see it. So it
And
just
I
is
felt
what it
like he
is.
kept pushing you too, Brian. And out of one side of his mouth, I'm sorry, y'all, I didn't mean to interject, but out of one side of his mouth, he's saying you need therapy. But then out of the other side of his mouth, he's taunting you. And for whatever reason, I really felt like he is obsessed with you because he trying to say that he blocked you out of his chat. He don't want to talk about you no more. Yeah, every video he talk about you, but you
Hmm.
supposed to be blocked, and he don't want to talk to you no more. But he's still talking about you. That's obsession.
But
And then I'm sorry. Go ahead, Captain.
no, go ahead.
Something.
Go
Well,
ahead.
I mean, he says that he cares about me. He said when I was sick, he was gonna get in his car. You know, and I felt like, I felt like I just don't understand him. Like I think that he means well. I know he has a good heart when he's being serious, but I think that that dollar and then
He don't mean
that
well for nobody. He want to exploit the situation just like Captivating Christian. Cap is talking about Jay Wilson, and he exploits the situation. He is real obsessed with you young people, and y'all see he ain't happy in no relationship, and he don't want nobody else to be happy. Misery loves company, and for whatever reason, Brian, whatever it is about your story, I think it resonates with him for whatever reason, and that's why he is obsessed with you, in my opinion. Right now, so he want to try to make it seem like it's something that it's not. And like I said, you can't tell somebody that they need therapy out of one side of your mouth and then keep taunting them when you done said even I'm not right sometime in the head. You know what I mean? But
hmm
you still taunting this man. And just like Campus Stumpdown was talking about, he exploit people's situations. You know, when he's supposed to call himself a pastor and a minister, and he went to seminary school, he not ministering or testifying or trying to help nobody but himself. And then, really, if you think about it, it really is about more than the coin. Now, he's always saying it's a play and it's just all about the money. No, sometimes it's about more than a coin, especially when it comes to y'all's relationships, like Tommy and Castro, or you and Honest Roll, or he obsessed over ZT, KRN, especially young folks, because, I think Cap was saying it, or somebody was saying it, that it took him so long to live free, and even to this day, he ain't living free. But he put them shackles on his own feet. Ain't nobody shackled him but him. Okay? And so it's not right to come between anybody online, especially, you guys, when y'all trying to work through something, even if it is online, he comes between and try to sabotage and gaslight the situation. Okay? So now he done moved on from you and Ro because he feel like, well, Brian don't even want to be associated with Ro no more. You know what I mean? I heard you saying something like that on your channel this morning, right?
I did.
And now he on Tommy and Castro. He trying to put division between them. You know why? Because he old and lonely and miserable, right? And it ain't no Mark. And he know it ain't no Mark, right? And the only other person he got is them people that he meet on Grinder, in my opinion. Okay? Jay Wilson
And,
don't even like himself, okay?
and that dog. That's
And
the
the dog don't. That's why the dog slapped him. The dog don't even
The
like
dog
him.
did
What's
slap
it?
the shit
Lyric,
out of him.
honey? Oldest lyric. We need to interview Lyric, like somebody else said.
Right.
Okay. Hey,
Exactly.
ODS. We Lyric got a whole lot of stuff. Lyric can't stand him. He over there eating Lyric's food, his food. How you gonna eat it and smack and do all that ungodly smacking you doing in front of Lyric and ain't even giving Lyric the chicken bone? Child, I remember when it was COVID and everybody was doing videos. He used to order from what do you call it? A pizza place,
Dominoes
Domino's. You remember that?
with the red
Eating
shirt and
all
he
that,
was
chicken and stuff in front of Luke, and ain't giving him nothing, Cap. The dog just sitting there mouth watering and everything. I was like, if he don't sit his ass down somewhere, big greedy
he
motherfucker. I
he
said,
could have
Lord, y'all
he
excuse
could
me
have threw that
about
dog
that.
he could have threw that dog a bone.
He could have threw the dog a bone. Okay,
Mm, mm, mm. Yes,
child.
well, captivating Chris. I'm glad that you came up here, and like I say, it's water
Your
under the
Cap is
bridge.
sweet. Cap is
Well,
sweet. You sweet. You know what I'm saying?
well,
Y'all some sweet fellas. Y'all know, don't be corrupted, but see Cap see Jay Wilson. He see him. Okay? And you
yeah,
see him too, Brian. You know he ain't nothing but the devil. You ain't lying about that. It don't sound crazy. Because I see that demon too. Okay?
But
but
but Brian,
mhm.
understand he will not block you because you bring him views. So even though he
Well,
Exactly.
talks all that shit, as long as you participate in the clown show with him, he will keep inviting you up because you bring him views. And I wish a lot of you would understand it's not a genuine place. It is strictly views for him. So when you
Mm-hmm.
bring him views, he's not gonna unblock you. He's gonna exploit every little thing, every little situation you in. Start exploiting
Mm-hmm.
yourself. Put yourself on your own channels and start talking about your own mess. Don't let nobody,
Mm-hmm.
have the power over your own situations. They're yours for a reason. And I'll be
yeah,
damned. What I don't understand about you, and I'll say it to you personally, what I don't
Mhm.
get with you is there's no way on God's green earth in heaven or hell I would be on anybody's platform talking to anybody that talk crazy about my mother.
Mm.
Mm.
Hell
I got
no.
you. I got you. I got you.
That would be
Hey,
enough for me.
and let me say
Mm.
this to you, Captivating Christian. Give your commentary. Like I said, give your commentary. This is the beef sector. I'm gonna work on me. You know what I'm saying? Getting tougher skin. Because how can I be over here if I can't handle nobody giving their opinion? Nobody should be censored. Who the hell am I? I'm a nobody. Talk your stuff, but I want to tell you from the
Child,
future.
everybody is somebody, and everybody is deserving of dignity and respect. Don't say that.
Well, no, I don't
True.
mean it like that. No, I don't mean it like that. But I'm no king, Queen Elizabeth. Who am I? I'm like everybody else. I can get talked about if I'm putting it out here. I shouldn't be upset that he gave his opinion. That's a look
Mm-hmm.
that I have to take. I'm taking self
Mm-hmm.
awareness and
Right.
self
Yeah.
accountability. So that's
Yeah.
all I'm saying. I know I'm somebody, but I'm nobody's Queen Elizabeth.
ODS, do you want to hit the link, baby? Because I was talking about you earlier, too, about you and Brian getting into it. Might as well hit the link. I know you probably won't, but hell, there go the link.
I wish ODS success. I want listen. I wish him
ODS,
success.
he
I,
talked about you. He
I,
said you look like a grizzly bear with a red vest on from Target.
I'm stepping down. I ain't even gonna get in this. Y'all
Thank you,
have a
Cap.
All
y'all
You
right,
know,
have a
Captain.
me and Brian be real messy, Cap. We be real messy. We don't
It's
mean no
fine.
harm, but we real messy.
It's fine. It's fine. Have a good one.
All right,
Thank
you
you,
too.
baby. But Brian, you know you bring out the petty in me, right?
I don't be wanting to, but I mean, if it comes
You
out,
be wanting to, Brian. You be wanting to.
if it comes out, if it comes out, you can't keep nothing caged, right?
Oh hell no, no, no. And I ain't
you,
apologizing. I ain't like you, okay?
shit. Well, Miss Olivia, it's certain people that I respect, and I take that really into consideration. Like I really,
But I mean, when you sweet and then you feel like that you go too far, and like you said, perhaps you may be a little thin skinned, and
yeah,
you got to get a little tougher. But you ain't the only one that's thin skinned, right? Jay Wilson's skin is so thin you can damn near see through it, okay? Because that's why we wilting over there, like some old tired dead flower, okay? Over there trying to talk about somebody with all them what do you call it? All that those what do you call it when you get old? All that I can't even know. I don't even know what you call it because I ain't got none on your face when your face start wilting. Okay.
Oh, let me tell you something. I wanted to come and talk to you too and be a man about what I said. Now I did say a little something about what I seen on the town hall. I was at Rodney's, and
Oh,
I
okay.
did
Go ahead.
make a comment about you because that's what I
Okay.
seen. I wasn't disrespectful. I said I love Olivia, but I just felt maybe because I told you I work at the bank now, so sometimes I can't be on my phone. Sometimes I can be in and out because people
Mhm.
come in and the bank manager looking, and you can't be a security guard, excuse me, security officer looking at your phone. You got to
Mhm.
be aware, you got to be present. So
Mhm.
I did hear a part. I came in where it was lemon. Wait, it was a part where I guess Seven Stars and Heidi was
Mhm.
fighting, and then you and Lemon started fighting. And I said, well, I was like, well, why did she give all that to Rodney, but she didn't give all that to? Because Lemon said some messed up stuff too, and I was like,
Mhm.
dang. I was like,
Mhm.
God dog, Lemon, dang.
Mhm.
And I
But
was like, go ahead, Miss Lemon.
no, go on and finish saying what you said, baby, so I can respond.
I was just like, well, why did Miss Olivia give all that to Rodney, but Lemon just said some disturbing stuff to her just now.
Mm.
And I
Mm.
just found that I was confused by that. I was like, Miss Olivia normally will take these people by the neck and
Mhm.
slam their face into the doggone
Yeah.
wall.
Let me tell you what happened.
Okay.
Number one, it was Christmas Eve, and I was cooking my food.
Mm-hmm.
And when I cook my food, I cook it in love, right? So when it came to lemon, I was fooling around with a couple of them up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when it came to Rodney, Rodney gets on my nerves in particular because Rodney every time, like I'll be up there, say I hit a link. Let me give you an example. I was on Jay Wilson's one day, right?
Mm-hmm.
and me and King Tussle, Mr. Tussle anyway, was up there tussling with each other, right?
Yeah.
So Rodney comes up there and think he gonna get a lick. You know how you say you fighting, right? And you get the person on the ground, and somebody that's real scary, but they don't like that person, they're going to get them a little quick kick in and back up before the person turn around. Like you kick
Mm-hmm.
them in the back or you kick them in the butt or the leg or something, but they really couldn't see you do it.
Mm-hmm.
See, Rodney is that type of person. He and I, I had to, bring the dragon out one day for Rodney, because he
Mm-hmm.
always liked to go with the girls, right? So he
Yeah.
gets up there, and now Lemon, he was serious because he was giving a lot for real, but he don't like the fact that I say my gator go all the way over to the right, okay, or either that he, soft as a stay put marshmallow man, right? So he
Uh.
listens to that stuff and he feel away because I done said a lot about Lemon, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
feel that he's part of the boys, right? And so he probably don't like that, but it is what it is. I said what I said, right? But as far
Mm-hmm.
as Rodney get on my last nerve. Every time he's somewhere around, say if me and you was into it right now, right? But on your panel, he'll hit the link, honey, and try to kick me in the back. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
He
Hey,
always
that's
trying to join in on the argument. He can't never win, but he keep trying, honey. But he can't never win. But that's why. But basically, I was just getting a good kiki off of both of them, you know.
shit.
And I
Okay.
was even getting a good kiki off of Dory until she went dark and said something out of order. But I said, you know what? These people ain't gonna get that. Make me feel away on
Well,
Christmas Eve. I'm cooking my food for my peoples. And when you cook, you gotta cook with love, honey. You can't
she
cook being mad. It ain't
she
gonna
went
turn
dark
out
with you.
right.
Did Diamond Ring Dory go dark with you? I mean, I see. I be.
Yeah, she said something very, very vile and indifferent about my niece and myself. I said, you nasty bitch. But I said, you know what? I'm going to get quiet and I'm not going to go there with this horse. I'm not going to go there with Mr. Ed. Just like I wasn't going to go there
Oh.
with Rodney or Lemon. Huh? Exactly.
Oh, Miss
Exactly.
Olivia.
I wasn't gonna go there with none of them. Like I said, child, it was Christmas Eve. They wasn't gonna put me in no bad mood so I can burn them chitlins. They got me messed up. I
Okay.
paid too much money for them.
Okay, a whole box of them right there.
Child, I had
and
to, I had to pay for the chitlins and then pay to get them clean.
okay. And Miss Olivia, Miss Olivia, can I say this right quick, Miss Olivia? There's
Mm-hmm.
this there's this black woman named Angela T, and
Mm-hmm.
she's
Yeah,
in
she
your
been down in
chat.
the chat. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm not gonna try to cuss your supporters out of them, but I just want to talk to her. You, Angela T, there is nothing that you can do. There is nothing that you can do or say that will stop me from going to work.
Oh,
Okay,
dang on, Angela, don't. I mean, is you trying to threaten a man's job, baby? Don't do that. Please
there,
don't do that. Especially don't do it over here. Brian, you and
there.
Angela T done got into it before?
I don't know this lady, but she's saying that I'm not qualified to do my position.
Oh, Lord.
If I'm not qualified to do my position, they wouldn't have hired me.
Right,
I'm in training right now. And they're,
right.
so I just want to tell her I'm a black man.
Oh,
I'm capable because they don't want to
trying to
see a
make it. Yeah, don't do
oh
that.
Oh yes, ma'am. So worry about the money and worry about the money that you put in your bank and don't worry about because ain't nobody gonna rob nothing on my watch. I'm very qualified and trust me, I'm a good target practice. I go to the range and I know how to, you know, observe and protect. So I don't care what
Mm.
Angela T got to say. And really, Angela T, I hope they steal your money if they do rob it because you're trying to bring me down. Let me bring you down a little bit. I hope if they do rob the bank, I hope it's some of your money, and I hope they don't have insurance on it to give it back to you. Now, God bless you and keep your negative energy away from me, sister girl. I don't know you. I don't know you at all, but you ain't gonna try to play like I ain't qualified. You want me to be in jail. You want me to have felonies and not be able to have me a job and try to climb up a rank. So, girl,
Mm.
goodbye. God bless you, and you can suck the black fungus off my middle finger toenail, ma'am.
Not the
Okay.
middle finger toenail, child.
Okay. So
Not the
God bless.
fungus.
Yes, ma'am. She can have it all in the mouth, and I hope it infects her whole mouth since she want
Oh, Lord.
and her tongue, and she can be called the trout mouth tongue. That's what she,
Oh,
So anyway,
oh,
Mr. Living,
Lord.
I'm turning this chat off.
Anyway, move
Hmm.
right along. Move right along. Move right along.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
really wanted I was being messy, but I really
Hmm.
wanted ODS to hit the link, and I wanted to know what he felt about you calling him a grizzly bear in a target a target vest or whatever. I was like, oh my god,
Well,
I got the visual on that. I was like, see, Brian was wrong for that. Brian was wrong for putting that visual in my head, and I got to go
oh,
around thinking about it all day, and I don't
yeah.
freaking appreciate it.
Oh yeah, shout out to ODS. Shout out to ODS. And I listen, Miss Olivia, he is doing his thing. He has
Yeah,
taken,
both of y'all are sweet. Both of y'all
yeah,
are doing y'all thing. I like both of y'all. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
and both of y'all can drag the hell out of one another. And you know what I mean? Not a lot of not a lot of people can get me to giggle. But both of y'all had me giggling yesterday in YTC's chat. Y'all was going back and forth with each other.
I ain't got no problem with no ODS.
I know you don't. Yeah, I don't think he
Yeah,
got a problem with you either, to be quite
yeah,
honest.
yeah.
I
So,
really don't. Both of y'all are sweet to me. So I don't
yeah.
see it.
So,
Whatever.
what? Well, you know what? Today was a good day because I got the resolution. The captivating Christian thing was really on my mind. So I'm glad
Yeah,
that,
he a good guy, you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm
yeah.
kind of glad that we got that resolution. So,
Me too.
after swinging on each other and after doing
Hmm.
this and after doing that, there should be some type of resolution and resolve,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
'cause, so it just is what it is. But Miss Olivia, thank you so much
Mm.
for having me up. It's raining here in Houston. I got to go
Oh
take a
goodness.
shower and brush my
Okay.
teeth and just get ready for this day. So
Okay,
God bless
baby.
you.
You have
Have
a
a good
good
one.
day. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
you as well. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye, bye, honey. Y'all know I always enjoy talking to Brian, child. Jay Bolet said Brian just needs to find his peace, and go from yeah, and I think it's what he's trying to do. You know what I mean? And Angela, I don't know what y'all got going on, child. That's between y'all. Thanks for being a part of the chat, child. Y'all know this is an open chat as long as nobody don't go too far, child. It is what it is. You know what I mean? And Angela said, Brian mad at me, and forget all his S he has shown. Man, please. You know what, Angela? He gone now, but I hope you have enjoyed the video, child. I know I enjoyed y'all, but I don't know what y'all history is, child. Y'all know I can't see everything, right, child? But anyway, woo! This has been a long video, but let me just say this. I'm gonna get off it right. Oh, first, before I say it, y'all please check out my product tag bag. You know what I mean? Especially the girls and maybe the boys too. I put some bags on there. I put some, I think, Louis Vuittons on there. But I also put some Coach bags on there. Do you see what I'm saying? And y'all check them out. Check them out. Check them out. Child, check them out. These bags are 2024. Okay, it is after Christmas. Okay, and sometimes you gotta treat yourself. Okay, treat yourself to something nice. Okay, it ain't nothing wrong with that. Self care is everything. Okay, these holidays will drive people batty because these holidays have been full of madness around here in this beef sector. But child, let me say, I am glad. I don't know what. I guess the strike is supposed to be. I don't know if it's supposed to be a bad thing, but it turned out to be a good thing because the boys have been showing out. Okay, that old messy Kween, Dr. Passa Messy over there, Weasel. He been showing out. Jay Wilson go in and out and he pretty much destroys himself, all the time. He go too far. He don't have no chill. And some people think it's all in the name of coin. I, on the other hand, do not. Okay, I think it's more wrapped up in that, but that is just my opinion, right? So if y'all came in late, please be part of the replay gang. Okay, and y'all know I don't be trying to be on here this long, but thank you guys for coming up. Love you, miss. So love you too, baby. The nerve of Brian. Let me go treat. There you go, girl. Go treat yourself. It's the weekend too. Child, hopefully you off work. And if you don't work, hopefully the kids ain't getting on your nerves or whatever. Cause like I said, self-care is everything. Okay. Y'all know I get to have me a little drink on Friday and Saturday. I take 2 days a week to drink my sangrias or, whatever it is that I want to do. Okay. But child, I gotta do my shopping first, and I don't mind. I had to wait till it warmed up outside, Angela. You know what I mean? And so it's still cool outside, but it ain't cold as it is in the morning time, child. Thank you, Fedora girl. Fedora been here the whole time. Thank you, Fedora. Aim myself. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thank you for aim myself for sharing the video. Thank you, Miss Creole girl, for put my title, cause you know I be needing help. Miss Creole, you know I do, girl. But child, we talked about a lot today, cause we had a lot to talk about. And like I said, for it to be a strike, honey, the men have stepped up. Content creators, other content creators have stepped up. Child, we've been having some good tea on these streets, and there's a lot of tea that I didn't get a chance to talk about, probably because I didn't see it, child. But I really want to focus on that Tommy and Castro situation. And Castro, we love you. I really don't know much about you, Tommy, but I hope you guys can, y'all make a really cute couple. Thank you, Creole. And I hope that you guys, don't get so toxic to where you really, really do some permanent harm to one another. You know what I mean? And Tommy, I listened to what you said on Jay Wilson's, and thank you, G. And I listened to some of what you said on Jay Wilson's, and I really felt like he could have really helped you. When you was telling how you really didn't come out. She was like, I think you said 28 or something like that, and I listened to all of that, and I heard you saying that you don't fool, with you don't fool with all this and all of that, and so I don't know if you feel conflicted in your life, and I really can't empathize with you, but I can sympathize with you and say I hope that you find some peace, within yourself. You know what I mean? And that's my hope for you and Castro. Because both of y'all seem like good people, but you can't go to people like Jay Wilson, because like Cap and Stomp Down said, they only want to exploit your situation, and he in particular means you no good. But Tommy, you dragged the skull off of his cap. Okay, I was like, baby, and you pissed him off when you mentioned Sean Bradley, cause honey, that is a thorn in his side. Angela T said, baby, the kids are grown and on their own. I know that's right. There's disposable income. Girl, Angela. Angela, you better say that, baby. You better say what you said. Child, I'm enjoying the strike. I've been listening to Hey Haitian Honor. I'm enjoying the strike. I've been listening to everyone else more and even finding new channels. That's right, baby. That's right. That's right, Haitian Honor. And thank you for joining me today, Haitian Honor. And thank you so much. But Angela, girl, you ain't said nothing but the truth. Okay, child. But look, y'all, I guess I'm gonna get off of here. Right, Janae said, yeah, the B sector really came. Did they come through, J Monet? Girl, what you said? When given a chance, maybe intel subliminally for the win. I mean, look at all these CCs coming out to show out. I know that's right, J Monet. Right, I agree with you, girl. And I'm glad to see different people. Look at Hypnotic Touch, child. And hit the King George. Ooh, I love me some King George. Don't you love King? Ooh, I love me some King George. Hypnotic Touch. Yes, I do. Thank you, Angela Lattimore. Thank you, Lattimore. Thank all you guys for joining me. Okay, y'all, please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. We be having good conversations over here. I'm glad that Cap came over. I really appreciate that. I'm glad that Briine came over. You know what I mean? I seen ODS in the chat. All of you guys, thank you, all of you guys for coming over. But I really wanted to talk about this conversation and give a male viewpoint on it, since we were talking about the men today. And so that's why I'm so thankful that Briine took the time out, even though he's busy, to hit the link. As far as Cap hitting the link, you know what I mean? And where you sell the bags at? Oh, the bags are under my product tag bag. If you look under the video, you'll see the bags under the video. Just click on one of the bags, whether it be from Louis Vuitton or Coach, and you might not want necessarily that bag, but it'll take you to the website and see if it's something that you want. But they are up under the. You see my picture? They are up under my picture. The bags are. And just click on one of them, from whether it be Louis or Coach, and it'll take you to the website. Thank you for asking that, Grammy loved one. Thank you. and see if it's something that you want, child. Like I said, you trying to link, finally, yeah. Do y'all let me know if y'all see the bags underneath the video title. Creole, do you see my product tag bags? Those bags underneath the video. Let me know, Creole. About to make some strawberry oatmeal with 2 pieces of bacon. I heard that. I heard that. Yeah, can y'all see my my products? You see them? Okay, yeah. Miss Creole said she see them, y'all. If you look under the title, and you should see the bags. And like I said, just click on one of the bags, and it'll take you to the website. Like I said, you might not necessarily be interested in a bag that I showed, but it'll take you to the website so that you can find something that you might want. Okay, you're welcome, Granny loved one. Absolutely. And so yeah, y'all check out that. Like I said, we got a child, we gotta treat ourselves. Christmas is over, child. Christmas is over. It's time for us to do some self-care, child. Okay. But anyway, thank y'all so much for asking about that. Thank y'all so much for liking the video and sharing the video and even subscribing to the channel if you have. You know what I mean? And thank you. If you came in late, please be part of the replay gang. Thanks everybody for being so interactive on this Saturday. I really appreciated everybody's commentary. You know what I mean? And I'm just glad we could have this, adult conversation. I'm glad the guys came over, and gave us a point of view from their standpoint because the video was about them. You know what I mean? That's right. Help not to touch. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself, honey. I know that's right. If on the phone, click out of the chat and it's there. Okay, thank you, Creole. Creole said if you on the phone, click out of oh, that's true. Click X out of the chat and then you will see the bags. That's true. That's true. X out the chat and then you will see the bags. Thank you, Creole. I didn't think about that. Because when you got the chat going, you can't see the bags. You know. And so yeah. I'm still shocked that Brian called me out. I have the ability to save that young black man. Well, Angela T, I hope that you guys can talk one day and come to some resolution. If he ever over here on my link, and you want to hit the link and talk to him, please feel free. Thank you, Deanna, so much for coming over. Hey, Cheryl Brown. Oh, thank you for y'all be part of the replay game. Thank you, Cheryl Brown, and like I said, child, I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. Thank y'all so much once again for joining me on this Saturday. Y'all be safe out there. Enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. But let me give y'all a little Netflix tip, right? Child, so I goes to Netflix, right? And I'm thinking I'm going to watch 6 888, right? The movie with Kerry Washington in. And what's his name? Tyler Perry directed it, right? They say it's a good movie, right? Now I love Squid Games, that movie, right? That series, right? I watched season 1. Child, I done switched on Squid Games. Child, I fell asleep trying to look at it last night, trying to get through all episodes. I done had to backtrack on the episodes. It's good, y'all. So if y'all want something to look at, in case it's raining and you don't want to go out, and if you saw Squid Games season 1, you watching it too, Deanna? Season 2 is good. Deanna, did you see how they set up that vote? I was like, no, they did. They got down to 1 and it was a tie. And then the very man that's running the Squid Games broke the tie. I said, that ain't right. That is not right. So anyway, I'm watching that, y'all. And after I finish Squid Games, I'm going to watch 6 888. It's just a couple of things to watch. You're welcome, Angela T. If you got Netflix, you know what I mean? You might want to check that out, okay? And so, what this a BS verbal? Deanna, I was like, no, they didn't. No, they did. I was like, baby, child, You have not. Yeah, Deanna been doing us some favors and did start doing more videos too. Thank you, Deanna. Cause if I don't watch you live, you best believe I'm gonna be part of the replay game. Y'all know I love me some Deanna, right? Anyway, child, let me get off of here. Love you guys. I love you guys in the way that Christ loves you. And I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye bye. Peace.